Hello my friends, I thought I would take you along as I color this beautiful Dianna Marcum fruit salad stamp set. I'm using Memento Tuxedo Blank ink, and this is a large stamp, so I have it actually down on my mat, and that's going to help me get good coverage on this beautiful cardstock. This is a 110-pound cardstock. It is Papertrey Ink cardstock is what I'm going to use to color with today. Hopefully that will work well. And a lot of times I will stamp my image the night before and let the ink cure overnight before I color with Copics. But if you don't want to do that, you can also heat set your ink, which is what I'm going to do today. So there you go, a beautiful image. I find that when you have a really large stamp, it's helpful to just place it down on your mat. You can certainly use a stamp platform, but I'm kind of old school, and I tend to do everything really simply. So I have my heat gun plugged in right here, and I'm going to just go ahead and heat set the ink a little bit. And just make sure that it's thoroughly dry. But again, you could stamp it the night before and let the ink cure overnight, and that's what I usually do. I just stamp a bunch of images out and have them ready. So there we go. So sorry about the noise, but I thought it would be fun to color this and then create a card with it. And don't worry if it's slightly off center. You can always trim your paper down because you're going to put this onto a card front anyway. And again, I am using this beautiful Dianna Marcum fruit salad stamp set from Adornit, okay? And I love the little additional stamps that are in here that you can do different things with. So here is our ready image. It's all ready to be colored. And I still haven't decided. I'm thinking about doing the bowl in red because red is one of my favorite colors. So I think I'm going to start there and do the bowl first. And I thought I would just take you along today on my coloring here. And I am not, as you know, I am not a trained colorist. So that, you know, you can take a Copic class. It's a week-long class. But I have not done that. So I am self-taught. And just don't forget that we all learned how to color in kindergarten and preschool. And you can color something very simple. It doesn't have to be elaborate, and it will still be beautiful. I hear a lot of people leave me comments saying, oh, I'm just not a good colorist. Well, everybody can color, and if you just keep it simple, you'll end up with a beautiful image to add to your cards. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just going to edge this so that I can use the wider tip of the marker once I have some color to the edge here, so I don't go out of the border. If I was going to hand cut this out, I wouldn't even worry about that. I would just even cross over the border. If you've ever watched Jennifer McGuire color, she does a lot of neat things to just make the process quicker when you don't need to be within the lines. But today I need to be within the lines, and I want to make this beautiful red bowl. So I'm just going to very quickly lay some color down. And with Copics, you do end up having to do several layers usually to get a good finished look to what you're coloring. So it's going to take me some time, but I'm going to do the first coat and then I'm going to let it dry, and we'll see where we're at, okay? And I'm hoping that I have enough ink in this marker to get a good finish to the bowl here. So let's hope so. But I just love the color red, especially during summertime. And I have a beautiful red bowl that I have in my kitchen that I use for most of my salads because red is my favorite color. And if you've ever seen my kitchen, I have lots of red in my kitchen. So I'm trying to decide if I want to do the upper part of the bowl a different color on the border, which I might want to. So I'm trying to think what color. I maybe will do the opposite color on the color wheel would be green, but I might do blue or something. But I think before I decide, I'm going to color the fruit because yellow might also be kind of cool. So, but I am going to take this red up here into the border area. So, alrighty. I like to get the red out of the way first, just because red is the color you have to be the most careful with. Your colorless blender will remove it if you go over, but I do like to get it out of the way while I'm still fresh, because I tend to get more tired towards the end when I'm coloring something. So you can see that there is some modeling here in the center where I didn't get enough ink on. So like I said, it may take several coats before it doesn't have that kind of mottled look. And that's what's nice. You can just layer color on top of color until it looks the way you want it to look. So don't be afraid to make repeated colorings, and then let it dry a bit and then come back in if you need to. So I love this beautiful color red, and this one is lipstick red. It's R29, and it's one of my favorite Copic colors. I use it a lot, so I'm always refilling this marker. One of the first refills I ever bought, I think, was this color. And I don't have a ton of refills, so I'm going to go ahead and pull this color up into the strawberry here. And then a lot of times you want to add a kind of a darker burgundy color just to get some depth to your berries and to your reds. And so you'll see me do that later on once this red dries down below. We'll add a little bit of shading. So we'll get some color down on the berry. All right, so there's some red there. Oh, let's see. I'm trying to decide if I want to do the cherries, so I'll have a triangle of red. Do I want to make my cherries really red? I think I'm going to do at least part of them red. We have beautiful Rainier cherries, as you know here. I think you guys are probably all familiar with Rainier cherries. But they tend to have a yellow highlight to them. They still have some red on them, but they have quite a bit of yellow too. And it's fun to just pull some yellow tones into your cherries. So, and I really need my colorless blender to make that look right. And I don't, my colorless blender is upstairs, and I need to order another one. I need like 3 of them because I keep running up and down the stairs grabbing it all the time. I only have one right now. Let's go ahead and do our banana. Oh, a banana sounds really good right now. I haven't eaten yet today. It's very early, but doesn't a banana sound lovely? It's the perfect meal. A banana and a couple walnuts for some omega-3s. There we go. We'll start with that. And this Copic, I can tell it needs to be re-inked. So I'm going to have to set this one aside and fill it back up because I have used it a lot recently. So, and I think I need actually a darker yellow if I have it. Either that one or this one. So this one is Y06. Let's add some Y06 here. And this is some Y15. All right, now for our little peach area, did you see the peach card that Marilyn did? It was gorgeous. Oh my goodness, she's such a talented colorist. I am not sure what color I want to use for the peach, so I'm going to start with this light tea rose, which is R12. Come down here. I think I want to add some yellow in. I really wish I had my colorless blender. I might have to go up and get it. Or I'll just add the colorless blending in after I get off camera. This is G82. I'm going to see if I can use that to do these leaves a little bit. I have horrible allergies this morning, so if I sound horrible, that is why. All of a sudden this week, the cottonwood trees have been blowing, and it's always my hardest time. That and as the grass pollen goes up, it's always a challenge for me. Let's see, this is E55. I'm going to just pull a little bit of brown in here for the stem. And I think I want to pull out a little bit of pink here and add that into these. That was RVO2, and where's my yellow? I'm going to grab in the Y13 and pull the yellow over. So Copics, it's really all about layering, and I'm not a professional. There are definitely people that would probably look at what I'm doing right now and they would be like, what is she doing? But that's because I am not a professional colorist. I just wing it. And I think that's okay, because you still end up with a very beautiful image when you're done. And I think the key is just to play. Art is so much about play. We all have an artist inside us. If you think, oh, I'm not a talented artist, I just don't have that talent, it isn't true. Art is practice. You have to practice to perfect something, just like riding a bike, like walking, like anything else. You know, hiking long distances, everything involves practice, adjusting your body to things, and it's the same with learning how to color or create art, draw, anything. Anybody can be an artist if they want to. You have to practice. So let's see, I'm going to make my blueberries. I'm going to start by giving them a blue tint, and then I'm going to add some purple to them. And that was B45. Sorry about not showing you. This is a V15, which is going to add a nice dark purple. And I'm just going to pull that V15 in here too, just to kind of shade those in a little bit. And let's see, what else do we want to do here? I'm trying to decide what color. I think I want something lighter. Something fun. So I think I'm going to pull in, I'm going to start with a BG10, and I think I'm going to do this blue. I'm going to start with blue, and then we'll kind of decide where to go from there. But I just feel like it needs a little blue. Oh, my allergies are horrible. Does anyone else have allergies? You guys struggling this time of year? I have to go to work soon, but I wanted to come on and at least do some coloring this morning, because this assignment is something that Adornit was asking for, and I am behind on getting it done. So I told them I'd have it done by the weekend, and it is Friday, which means the weekend starts tomorrow. So I need to finish this and get a photo taken, make a card and take a photo. So we'll see what I can do today. At least I'll have it colored, and then I just have to make the card with it. So Marilyn is working on a beautiful, Marilyn and my friend Jen are both making beautiful recipe albums. I think Diavelic Embellishments is also making one, and I have not started mine yet, but maybe this will end up going in my album. Let's see, I want kind of a, let's bring some pink in with these flowers. Maybe we'll do pink here and here. And maybe some yellow here and here. And then let's get a nice bright green. I think I'm going to try this one, which is YG06. Let's just add a little bit of bright green coming off of the leaves. And that'll be cute. Yeah, and I think we need, I'm definitely going to have to go over this a couple times to get the depth of color that I want, or I might even bring in a slightly brighter color blue. This is the BG10, but it does dry very light, so I may need to pull a slightly darker color. I don't know, maybe BG01, which is an apple blue. Is that what it's called? Aqua blue. I'm trying to decide how bright I want to go. Maybe I'll do the aqua blue on the little dots. And then do the background in this color. I don't know. So I am just playing, so we'll see. I'm going to try doing these in aqua blue so they're a little bit darker. And then I'm going to pull this aqua blue up to these little dots that are here. Almost as if this is like little drops of water or something. Just for fun. We'll do them in this aqua blue. And again, this aqua color is BG01 aqua blue. So there we go. So that's that. Let's see. I'm trying to decide what else it needs here. I think I'm tempted to color in the A's and the D, but there's nothing in the word fruit. I could color that little circle maybe, but I think I am just going to leave it. We need to color the green of the little strawberry stem here. I think this is getting a little bit dry, this marker. Let's see if I pull it from this end. Yeah, this one needs to be refilled again also. I'm always refilling markers, I feel like. All right, now I'm debating on whether I want to color the background just to give this more depth, and I'm tempted to. I'm trying to decide if I want to go yellow or do my big BG10 marker. Maybe I'll go with a light pale yellow. We'll try that first. How light do I want to go though? I don't know. I just want to add some color. Whoops, I went over the red. Try not to ever touch red when you're coloring a background. Red will definitely run. So now I'm going to be trimming this down so I don't need to color the whole thing. But I do want to bring this yellow down into what I've colored. So I'm just going to do it kind of gently through here. Oh, I got to get those. Let's get these blueberry leaves too. And I think I need like a darker green color. I'm trying to decide what color I want to go. I don't really want to get brown tone greens in here because I'm trying to go for kind of a bright, sunny, fun look to this. So I don't want to go too dark, but I will add a little bit of depth here by just adding a darker green over and down into parts of this at the base there. All right, that looks pretty good. But I am going to just come in here and take this yellow through here, staying away from that strawberry the best I can. And from the purple too, because we don't want to pull those colors through. Oops, and I missed some of the blue. Where's my aqua? Is that my aqua blue? Yeah. I got to get this one, and I got to get this one. Did I get all the rest? I think I did. And it's okay if it goes outside of the lines a bit. I don't mind that because it gives a little bit more presence to that color on the page. And I do need that brightness throughout the image here. I want those little bright spots of blue. And I think I'm going to do this one more time in here so that it shows up better. Yeah, I like that. So I'm going to, you could color the background first, but a lot of times I just can't decide what I'm doing. And so I usually end up kind of coming in here and trying to do it after. You could also change mediums and do it with, you know, a colored pencil, or, you know, even just, I don't know. I usually end up sticking with my Copics because that's what I'm most comfortable coloring with. And I do like the looks of an image that's colored with Copics. And I do like that yellow background. I think it's summertime and you want kind of that really pretty summer feel, and I always think yellow gives that. So I think this is going to be the perfect way to do this. So I'm going to come down here, and I don't need to color all the border because I'm going to cut this out. I'm going to cut it down to put it on a card, and I want to cut as much off as I can because this is a very big stamp for an A2 card front, and so I definitely want to cut it down. Or at least even up the sides if I put it into my recipe book. So I'm not sure what I'm going to end up doing with this one for sure yet, but I may do it into a card. So, oh, I think that turned out cute. It's a lot of fun. I love that blue border. It really kind of pops in there, and it makes for a pretty presentation. I'm going to go ahead and bring it up all the way so that it looks a little bit finished on camera for you guys. And usually what I do is I let it dry, and then I'll come back in and I may add some additional shading. You know, like taking an R39, which is garnet, and maybe just adding a few dots where she has dots here. And that will kind of create a sense of shading on the bowl. And so she definitely has done that for you. So wherever she has the dots, you can just take a darker Copic and just add the dots in. And it kind of gives that shaded illusion along your bowl. So I'll definitely, you know, add a little bit more. But this video is getting quite long. I think I'm at 23 minutes. For those of you that enjoy the longer videos, I know I have a handful of people that just love when I do a longer video. So you can certainly put this on 2 times the speed and speed up your watching of it. But for those of you that like the longer videos and would like to see coloring in real time, I just thought it might be fun today to share this with you. So I will be doing a little bit more coloring after I get off camera, just to deepen some of the tones of the flowers and just add some additional shading to some of the fruits. But this is essentially the base coat. And you could certainly just use it right like this. But you can see where some of the yellow needs to be, it's still white in areas. And so I'll be doing a second coat, but that is it for my little coloring video. I hope you enjoy. And if you enjoy seeing these beautiful recipe stamps from Dianna Marcum's Artistry, Adornit has a wonderful recipe stamp club right now, kit club. And you can go to, I think it's recipestamp.com. I'll put a link down below. But you can go to the Adornit Facebook page, and you can definitely link up via their videos where they show the release of these stamps. You can link up and order. And they also have some a la carte stamps available on their website at adornit.com. So if you're interested in these beautiful recipe stamps from Dianna Marcum, as well as the support stamps and papers and all the wonderful products, go check out Adornit on Facebook and link over to their website too. So that's about it. I have been doing a bunch of stuff in my craft room, and I'll add on that I have been doing a little bit of color blending and inking, and I made a few backgrounds that I'm hoping to use on cards. And this one I made with the pink colors from Papertrey Ink, and I love how this one turned out. And then of course I just spritzed it with some water. And this one I added some black speckles. I need to add a few more. But I was just playing around with my distress inks the other night because I finally labeled all of my distress oxides. And I don't have a ton of ink. I'm not a huge ink connoisseur. Ink is expensive, so I don't have every color, but I do pick out some of my favorites. And I finally did label them all the other night. I printed these labels off of the Rainier website, and I labeled all my ink pads. And I cleaned up my craft room, so maybe once I finish cleaning it, I might even do a little short video. Let me know if you're interested in that. Anyway, I might even take my yellow ink from Rainier and maybe the mustard seed and just pull in some ink around the edges of this. So, but that is it for today. Thanks for taking a peek while I colored this beautiful image from Adornit from Dianna Marcum's beautiful artistry. Dianna, thank you for sharing your recipe stamps with us once again. And Adornit, thank you for bringing them to us. I'm so very happy to be part of the wonderful design team. I hope you're watching Marilyn's and Cynthia's and Dee's and Jen's videos. I will link their channels down below. All right, everybody, take good care. Bye now.